outlines that we're going to take multiple passes of a single text, and each time we're going to try and outline something new. The first time we read it, the read through number 1, what are my initial thoughts? What am I thinking about? If I'm reading a math equation for the first time or a math problem, and it says solve the expression by simplifying and combining like terms and then isolating x. If I read that for the first time, what am I expecting to do? Your second pass, your second read through is what content related vocab do I need to know? So using the same math example, I would need to know the word expression or the word equation. I would need to know what combining like terms mean. Is that you have a question? Sorry, I'm so sorry. Can you use the restroom? That is Mr. Z's going to write you a pass, and then yes. Did you have a question?
Is it kind of like how the word is used in the sentence?
Sure. You can talk about how the word is used in the sentence. That is a great question. And so in your second pass, you're going to outline the words that are math specific, and you're going to write how they might be used in the sentence. What I'm going to be doing with them. And then your third read through, your third pass, what you're going to do is you're going to talk about what else you might want to understand that's probably not related to your content area. And so maybe when you're reading something, especially if you're reading something new, especially if you're reading something that is challenging, you might want to learn more. You might want to go and research a word or research a topic that you don't know about. And so your third read through is for that. It's for learning something new that maybe is a part of the question but isn't necessary to complete the answer that you're trying to find. Okay, and so what this might look for. Were you still writing that down? Yeah, here, I'll give you a little bit more time to write that down. Yeah, perfect. Back of the page. Yeah, these are two separate strategies if you want to split them up. Good? Raise your hand if you're still writing this down. Cool. I'll give you guys a little bit more time. Okay. And then we're going to go back. We're going to use each of these three things as well. And so don't be afraid if you don't get it all down right now. We are going to talk about each of them right now. Okay? So let's talk about them. I have an example question. I don't know how this E ended up in the middle of my example question, but I'm going to read this out loud to you, and I'm going to read it out loud 3 times. And for each time I read it, I want you guys to first tell me what your initial thoughts are about the problem, and that could be anything. It could be silly, it could be, what am I going to do in the question? It could be anything that you want to write down. So your first read is just for you. Mr. Fisher is walking his Doberman when he stumbles across a math problem. The problem states simplify and evaluate the following equation, 3x plus 10 equals 16. Mr. Fisher is bewildered, but he thinks back to his math class and finds the solution to the problem before moving along. Okay, and so in your notes, what are you thinking? What is going on in this problem? What maybe are you going to do? What maybe are you going to use to solve any sort of equation that you have? In any way, what are you thinking about this prompt? Sure, and if you want to say it. Do I have a Doberman? I do not have a Doberman. But it felt fitting for this question. I'm going to read it for a second time. When I read it for a second time, I want you to just focus specifically on the math terms that you can find in this text, and that could be any of them. Mr. Fisher is walking his Doberman when he stumbles across a math problem.